Well, we are headed outdoors bound this morning. The search for undiscovered animal species is going on right here in Virginia.
So what sort of animals are there out there that we don't know about? George Noloff of the WFXR Outdoors Bound team has a story.
Somewhere out there in the wilds of Virginia, there are mysteries. What sort of mysteries, you ask? Well, how about never before identified species of animals? Sounds like you might need a detective for that. Good thing we have one.
So I study biodiversity, and our big picture questions are understanding what species are found where and what are the evolutionary processes that shape those biodiversity patterns.
That's Dr. Tara Pelletier. She's a biology professor at Radford University. One of her areas of research is trying to figure out if there are undiscovered mammals in Virginia. You might think we've identified just about every type of critter there is to find in the Commonwealth. Not so. New mammals are still being found.
One of the interesting things about this too is that mammals are a really well-studied group. So the fact that we're seeing a lot of hidden diversity even in mammals means that there's way more hidden diversity out there.
So where is this hidden biodiversity? Well, two factors come into play when you want to answer that question: geography and size. Geography, because Virginia still has a lot of remote places where humans don't go, like these mountain areas, for instance. And size, well, because size matters in this case. Smaller is actually better. So how small are we talking?
Small things that are kind of hard to find.
And what kind of animals would those be?
These are shrews, or voles, so are really small mammals.
Dr. Pelletier solves these mysteries in the lab and in the field, where she uses a variety of techniques, including the collection and analysis of DNA. Each of her discoveries gives us a better idea of our world and even of our own species, humans. And the job isn't close to being finished.
So just the fact that we see this much hidden diversity in mammals means that we really have a lot of work left to do to document all the biodiversity that exists on our planet.
Now, Dr. Pelletier and I traded emails after I did that interview with her. She had something to say that I wanted to share with you. Quoting now, "Biodiversity has both innate and monetary value, but we can't protect it if we don't know what's there." And that is at the heart of why this sort of resource is so important. It's about protecting our world. And you also have to admit, though, guys, it is just so cool that we're still finding new species of animals in this day and age, even in a place like Virginia where humans have lived for thousands of years.
Yeah, now any idea where it's most likely, though, to find unidentified species in the Commonwealth?
Yeah, we're living right in the middle of it, definitely in the mountains, especially peaks. We're talking isolated peaks where some animals have become isolated over years. They've adapted to that specialized environment. They can't go down because the habitat's not right, and they can't go up because, well, there's no up to go to. Something to think about the next time you're out on a hike.
Yeah. Well, you know I'm not going on a hike without you, George. But interesting to think about undiscovered species right here in our backyard. George Noloff with the WFXR Outdoors Bound team. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Always interesting,
oh, yeah.
always.